We just got this big dumbbell set in, and this is really fun because it's a weightlifting set with all kinds of different options. So we have our weights laid out over here, and this one comes with 4.5s, 4 3.5 pounds, 4 2.7 pounds, and then it's got 2 of these for kettlebells, and then 1 like kettlebell base, and then it's got 2 of these for, this becomes like your dumbbell, the spot where you hold on and then you load your weights on either side. So there's 2, so you can have a set, and then this part becomes the barbell. So this is where you would kind of attach these to the sides and get your weights on there and be able to have a longer barbell. They also have these really nice little safety things on them, and we will show you how these go on. Okay, so we're gonna start. This is, like I said, one of the dumbbell pieces, and you just load your weight on first, whatever you're wanting. So that we've got like a 3.5 on here, and then we're gonna use this little plug looking piece. You're gonna face the plug downward, so that way it kind of tucks right into your weight here. And then we're gonna take the little round piece here, and you're gonna put the flat end up at the top, and you're just gonna screw that on. So again, this helps keep like your weight really in there, so it is not like sliding off, which is great. Sometimes like with these type of adjustable ones, they slide, they move. This is just going to stay put. You can see it's not sliding around. It's not, even this part is not like going back and forth. So love that, that's fantastic. So now we'll get the other side on just to show you how it works again. You have a whole bag of these little guys. Push that on. Screw the next part in place. And now, what was this? So 2.75 plus a 2.75. So we are almost at 6 pounds here, about 5.5 for this weight. So easy to hold this handle. You can see the little grips here. It does have like, almost looks like a snake skinny grip. They're not squishy at all. They are easy to hold. I have average women's size hands here, and I'm able to easily put my hand here. My husband is here as well, so he can put his hand in there, and it's easy to hold. There's enough space on both sides. And again, love that these are not sliding around at all. This is very, very sturdy. So if you have been annoyed with other adjustable ones because they move, this one is not gonna move on you. And then taking them apart, just as easy, able to just screw that off, pull that piece up, and then adjust your weights. You can obviously add more weights to these, making them bigger and heavier. Okay, now we're gonna put the kettlebell together. So like I said, we're just gonna grab this piece. These are super lightweight, but everything seems to be really good quality. We're gonna put 3 weights on this just so you can see these piled up. We did the 4.5, the 3.5, and the 2.75. So we are roughly like 10.75 pounds on that. So kettlebell handle just screws on here. There's no like extra secure piece that you need to put on this according to the directions. Actually, it looks like the picture definitely uses one. So they don't show it in the top part, but it does. Oh, and there it says to add and tighten the fixed nut. So we will maybe need to loosen that up a little bit. Add that fixed nut in there. So the kettlebell pieces too, again, have this like, it's a little bit more comfortable, I would say here, than like your standard like metal or plastic grip here, but it's not like squishy, okay? So it is, but it's more comfortable in your hand. So here we have our kettlebell, and if you lift it up, you can see like that is, again, really sturdy. These pieces aren't going anywhere. You'll be able to swing that around with some good luck. You are gonna have this piece in the middle, so you're just gonna have to hold like on the sides of that, just like that. And then getting this off, again, you're gonna have to kind of unscrew both of them a little bit at first before you're pulling off that safety nut piece and then taking this part off. All right, and then now we're gonna show you the barbell piece. So you will kind of prep your dumbbell here, and we've put on this piece first, then screwed this part on, and now this is going to go right into here. So a nice thing about this barbell chunk here is that this part is more squishy, okay? Like you can kind of see with my hands against this that you are able to squish this a little better, and it's a little bit softer. So when you're lifting, it's gonna be much more comfortable than just a metal piece there. So we're gonna get that screwed on. This is obviously a little bit more of a process, but it's gonna get screwed on so it's all nice and fitted there. And then my husband's gonna put the other side on, but what you do next is put some weights over here and then screw the little end piece onto that to make sure those don't go anywhere. All right, so now we're gonna put a couple weights on the end of this now that it is all put together here. So we stuck a 4.5 pound and a 3.5 pound, and then to make sure these don't go anywhere, we're again putting that little extra piece on there and then screwing this part on. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And again, these are not moving, which is fantastic. So nice. I also want to show you, we do have like a weight rack here that has some of these holes, and I actually thought there's no way these are gonna fit, but these actually fit great on here. So if you are wondering if they're gonna fit, there's a good chance you're gonna be able to slide them and store them this way if you already have a weight rack. All right, and here it is. There is the big barbell all ready to go. Okay, so I've got the barbell here, and this part is really comfortable. This is where you would be able to, if you're doing like hip thrusts or anything like that, you know, you can rest that, and it's far more comfortable than anything else. Also putting it behind your shoulders just so you can kind of see how wide this is on my shoulders. It's very comfortable. It's got that squishy piece. Your hands rest over here on the red spots, and again, those have that little bit of a texture to them, so they're easier to hold. Overall, the barbell is really easy to handle, and again, you can see when I move them like this, any which way, these aren't sliding all over the place, which is a huge win. So if you are looking for some new barbells, some new dumbbells, and want more of an adjustable set, I love that these come with the kettlebells option as well. Definitely check this out. Hopefully this was helpful.